Cucumber sowing. So cucumbers, like most things we do in our market garden here, succession is the key to success. It's built right into the word. So 2 weeks ago we sowed the first flats of cucumbers, and that was early. We knew that those ones were going to need a little bit of tender loving care if we were to sow them so far before the frost-free date. But now we're in the middle of May, and any chance of frost is probably past. Everything's full of flower, and it's time to go right ahead. So we're sowing the second sowing quite a bit larger than the first sowing. So in a container this big, I'm going to plant 2 little cucumber seeds. And so first I go along with my fingers, make 2 little holes, and I'm making those holes about a ½ an inch deep. So I go along and poke little holes, and then I come back, throw a seed in the bottom of each hole, and I know each hole is just the right size. So I'll go along and do that. Alright, and then once after that's done, I cover each cucumber up. Make sure I'm firmly packing the flat down. And as you can maybe see, these are recycled. So we have a lovely free store here on Cortez, and people are buying garden plants all over the place and potting them up at home and then creating all this garbage. And we take these little containers and fix them up. Some of these ones have 2, they might have a giant crack, but if you sort of position them just the right way, you can make them work just fine. And here I have little bits of extra feed sack to sort of accommodate a nice tight containment system. We don't want these flopping around because we're going to have to move them for the sunlight and as we water them and work them. Alright, so once I've tamped down all the containers really well, making sure that the seeds have about a ½ inch of nice potting mix on top of it, I then get my sowing chart out here, where I'm writing down the date, the crop, the variety, and the quantity. And we've been doing this all season long and every season, and this is part of what it takes to improve when it comes to getting your timing just right, your quantities just right. So lemon, the amount, telegraph improve, and then market more. And then we'll come back to this chart when we transplant them out to the garden and that's just one of the ways we keep on track and know that the things that we're doing are beneficial in the end and that our timing's right. So cucumbers, greenhouse.